Now that we've discussed what stress is, how stress can affect our health, let's discuss how we can regulate stress. So there are different ways that we can cope with stress, or different coping styles. It can be problem-centered or emotion-centered. So problem-centered or problem-focused coping involves addressing the cause directly. So this strategy is going to include actions such as creating a plan to resolve the issue, maybe seeking advice, taking steps to mitigate the stressor. It's about tackling the root of the problem to reduce or eliminate the source of stress. On the other hand, emotion-centered or emotion-focused coping aims to manage the emotional stress associated with the stressor. This can involve techniques like seeking social support. And social support has been found very important. We seek that, we crave that, and it releases something called oxytocin that helps us deal with stress and is better for our heart. Engaging in relaxing activities or reappraising the situation to view it as a less stressful event. The focus is on handling the emotional reactions rather than changing the stressor itself. So both coping styles are essential and can be complementary, actually, depending on the situation. So problem-centered coping is more effective for stressors that are controllable. If you can control the stressor, you can address the root of the cause directly. And emotion-centered coping is more beneficial for stressors that are beyond your control. So if you can't control what's causing the stress, then you can control your emotional reaction to the stress. Another way to regulate our stress is the perceived control we have over the stressor. This is the degree to which an individual believes they have control over that stressor, and this can be internal or external. Learned helplessness is a psychological condition where individuals believe they have no control over the situation due to repeated exposure to uncontrollable or adverse events. The perception of powerlessness leads to passive behavior and a lack of effort to try and change or escape their circumstances, even when opportunities exist. So learned helplessness can occur, we say it's due to uncontrollable or adverse events. It could be a series of, kind of unfortunate events, be a series of bad luck, but it could also be a parent that's constantly, putting someone down, telling them they're not good enough, and things of that nature. The good news is there's ways to overcome or avoid learned helplessness. First, practice independence. Try not to rely on others from a young age. Second, engage in activities that restore your control and focus on situations where you feel in control. You want to change your attribution style. Another way to regulate stress is social support. As mentioned a few moments ago, social support is something that we crave. We are human and we crave that social support. Even if you consider yourself an introverted person, just having that one person to talk to when you're in need, someone to get advice from, someone to give you guidance to help you figure a way out of the stressful situation or help you regulate your emotions, someone to give you encouragement, and someone just to accept you for who you are. We all need that person. So, and we're built for that. And so studies have shown that when we do have that social support, we have that social connection, it releases something called oxytocin, and that actually is good for the heart, so that then protects our heart from the stressors that we're dealing with. Again, a way to counteract the ill effects of stress on health. And of course, stress reduction techniques are also a great way to help regulate stress. So whether it's meditation, so you're really, focused in on yourself and not thinking or worrying about or ruminating about the problems that you might be facing. Exercise is a great way. Exercise appears to increase something called BDNF, which is part of the plasticity response, which can help kind of rewire your brain a little bit. But it also releases good chemicals, endorphins, that make you feel better. And so exercise is a really good way to help control stress. And then of course, therapy. Reaching out to a professional. It's great to reach out to friends and family, but if you can't control it on your own, then reach out to a therapist where they're trained to help people deal with regulating their emotions, especially when they get out of control.